Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, and today I'm here to show you how to make a fabulous cascading style peony bridal bouquet. Now it has peonies, ranunculus, garden roses, sweet peas, all my favorite things, and it's luxuriously fragrant and fabulous. So let's get started and see how to create this beautiful bouquet. For the third year in a row, the peony is the most popular flower chosen by brides. Now that used to strike a fear in our heart and make us go, oh no. But now, thanks to Florabundance, you can get the peonies virtually year-round. So a November wedding, a March wedding, an August wedding, it doesn't matter. Peonies are brought in from all over the world so that Florabundance can provide them to you just when you need them. Now the peonies I have here are lush and full. They actually came from Israel. When you receive them, this isn't what they'll look like. They'll look like this little tiny hard ball, because they're shipped to you when they're very, very, very fresh. And it's your job to recut them, put them in warm water with flower food, and then let them sit out at room temperature until they bloom all lush and fabulous. With the peony being number one, it begs the question, what other flowers are popular? And the reality, it's the feminine, the softer, the fluffier, the ruffled, multiple petaled flowers that are so popular. So I asked Florabundance to send me a variety of the favorite wedding blooms that go well with the peonies. And so they sent me some wonderful, wonderful flowers. I've got ranunculus with their big fluffy heads. I've got pink, I've got white. You can see how it almost looks a little bit like a peony, especially as it opens out and full and lush. They come in a variety of different colors. So ranunculus fit well and are popular. How about sweet peas? Oh, so fragrant. And again, very soft and feminine. Mix in nicely with the peonies. One that might surprise you, what about a dahlia? They're very, very popular, high petal count, not quite as fluffy, but still that old-fashioned, almost straight from the garden that you remember at Grandma's house. Another one that works very, very well is a tulip. This time with multiple petals. Not a cup tulip that you're used to seeing in the garden, but something a little lacier, and it almost looks like a peony as it opens out, giving you that soft, lush look. And last, we can't forget the fragrant garden roses. This one's called Patience in this soft white color. And again, multiple petals, soft and lacy, perfect for today's contemporary bride. For the bouquet, I'm going to use a slant handle holder. That way I've got a water source to keep the flowers alive from pictures to ceremony to reception without any problem. Soaking it with water and flower food. And then I want to conceal this white plastic that's not attractive. So using leaves from the Dusty Miller plant, beautiful velvety gray, I just spray glue them using Super 3M77 right to the holder. And I've already done that. And you can see how beautiful it is. Covers it. I can even enhance a little bit more using some beaded wire and just taking this and wrapping it right around the handle to add a little more interest and also to feel nice under the hand as the bride holds the bouquet. As I create my bouquet in the cascade style, the first step is to create the line, the long flowing movement. So I just set this into the stand, and then I'm going to use a little bit of jasmine vine, because it's already linear and beautiful, letting it come out and just trail beautifully, and then also letting it come upwards towards the top. So I get movement up and down. Same thing with the peonies. Bringing some down long towards the bottom, nice and tight. Then stair stepping up towards the accent area. A little bit more there, and then all the way back out the top end so that the line is begun before you finish the bouquet. With the line established, finishing is easy. Think about the accent, the main center of the bouquet, right over the holder, and enhance that area. Maybe bringing in one of the tulips, tucking it in with the peonies, maybe adding a sweet pea and letting it trail downward, following that line, but pulling it in a little closer to the accent area. Maybe bringing another one up and out. You could even tuck in a ranunculus at this point, maybe letting it come out a little lower, but still feeding into that accent area. The bouquet is so pink now, it's fabulous, but I can brighten it just a bit by adding some of the white garden roses and tucking them very low underneath the other blooms. And you can see it starts to fill in the sides of the bouquet, even bringing one up towards the top, kind of dividing, finding room, placing it down low, feeding it in. And maybe another one off to the other side. Now, of course, I don't want just white on the sides. So then I go back, add in a little bit more of the sweet pea, filling it out, making the bouquet a little wider, but not too wide. I still want it to be long and linear, focusing on that cascading form. Broke that little guy, so cut him shorter, finding a hole. And he's not going to work at all, so we're just going to not use him. There we go. That one's better. Maybe bring in another peony. And yet one more. Getting it full and lush. And then as I work, turning it, looking for holes, making sure and fill it so it's beautiful no matter which way you hold it. Now that I'm almost done, I go back and I look at the accent area again, and then I fill the tail. Maybe one more, the beautiful ranunculus, feeding it into the center, creating a little bit of drama right in the accent area, and then lifting it. It's easier to do the tail when you're holding it, because you can turn it, look at it, and go, okay, I've got a little hole down here, give it a cut, filling it in, making sure that it fits in there nice and snug so it doesn't fall out. And then going back, maybe a little bit more of the jasmine vine, tucking it into the tail area and carrying it up into the body as well. Out the top. And then looking again for holes and tucking and filling till it's completely filled in. Now I want to add one more peony here to connect the tail to the body, and then also in the back. So I'm going to start by looking about how long I need it to be, and I just kind of hold it up in the bouquet, and then give it a cut. Then I'll lift so that I can just sneak it right in with the other blossoms, giving a little more color there. Sweet pea floret fell off, and then turning it. So you can see the back side. You can see if you look at the back, there's lots of foam still showing. You don't want that. That's where I'm going to go ahead and tuck in a peony, maybe tuck in another, or it could be a rose, it could be a sweet pea, but finish covering up so that no foam shows. What a joy it is to make a beautiful bouquet when you have beautiful flowers. And it makes it so easy. So a huge thanks to the crew at Florabundance for finding great blooms and packing them up and shipping them out. It always amazes me how fine the quality is when I open that box. It makes my life so much easier when I create. Now it's your turn. What are you going to create? Are you going to find peonies? Are you going to find sweet peas? Try the Cascade. See how it works for yourself. But one caveat, the big thing as we all start making cascading bouquets is make sure those stems are inserted nice and firm. You really need that 1.5 to 2 inches of firm insertion without changing your mind to make sure that nothing can fall out as the bride walks down the aisle. Now for creative inspiration, check out our website at flowerschool.com. If you've got questions or want to know more about the flowers and materials I used, don't hesitate to contact us. You can reach us through the website or by telephone at 1-800-819-8089. If it's easier, use my personal email. It's Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. Now it's your turn, and I'm going to sneak out, have a fun time with my wedding bouquet. Wonder if I can find a groom. It might be a good time to get married again. Have fun and do something you love.